bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They run here with a second-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Now it's Wilson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Broncos 0. Matt Gay set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Wilson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Samson Abukum coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up fourth. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now Richardson. offense for the Broncos. They have certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
This one completes Alec Pierce, and he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
A gain of 14. First down, Indianapolis.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And that is incomplete.
Well, if you have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. DJ Jones. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
40. Yeah, listen. 14. Go, 14.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 23. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice punt, but a good run back as well at 13 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a streak? And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Fields this way up at the 17. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action now. Wilson. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Broncos nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Broncos at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Throwing again here, Wilson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
It's now 3rd down.
So the false start will back them up 5. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Out is Chris Nagar now to try the field goal. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. Nagar's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now is not the time to panic. All is well, somewhat calm, only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
Here we go, set.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Chris Nagar now for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Richardson to throw again after the pick six. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick six on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence. Successfully.
Check. Tight.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on second down. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. First and 10, it's Richardson. He sets to fire deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Hey, pass. 18, right here.
Back to the air with Richardson. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Nagar now for the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Come on.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. First and 10, Taylor now. And he's got some. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to move back in front. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now Wilson. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards that time.
Nice first down pickup there by Alec Pierce. If you want to talk about underrated athletes from the 2022 draft, you must include his name. Excellent size, runs a 4.40 and can jump out of the building. You want to add some toughness in there? He played linebacker for a while at the University.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to
practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
12. Let's go.
Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Go. 35. Hey, alert. Look for signal.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is knocked away and incomplete, but I think it was a free play. Let's check the call.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Spot that. Alert.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Wilson in the offense, not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth.
Alert. Jump right. Got it. Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Judy as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that trims the lead down to 9. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch. Remains at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over first down again at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Cup 19. Buffalo 18. Mustang 19. Ready.
Richardson to the air on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Richardson. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission.
Scoring 17. Panther 11. Text match.
A final shot before the half. Richardson. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's brought down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Richardson will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wilson. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime. Trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
4th down. Here's Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Richardson to throw off play action.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Play action. Now Richardson.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Richardson off the play fake.
Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Off play action. Richardson.
And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points.
Let's go. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They go play action with Richardson. Gets this to Waller on the crossing route.
And all the way down inside the 5 and a 4. Taylor. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
18, 5 years.
Now Richardson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Darren Waller, a 7-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter action in Denver.
Bang out, bam. Alert.
Here's Wilson to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They go play action now. Wilson. Throw left side complete to Troutman. 2nd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Operating from the gun. Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Cortland Sutton. 57 yards. And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
Fair catch. Fair game at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. He'll look downfield for Waller. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Richardson looking to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
The pass there complete to Sutton, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Wilson will throw again. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield, because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. And that's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving a little dab. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Darren Waller with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They begin the drive with Williams. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
14, buddy.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. He'll buy some time right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Gay is on for the point after. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
69, Broncos 30. Matt Gay set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And a fair catch called for, made just outside the 15-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, 207 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Play action. Now Richardson.
And that is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. And they were right in that gray area on the edge of long field goal range, maybe too short to punt it. So the defense probably was expecting this was a possibility.
They should have been. And in most cases, what you do on defense is you go to what they call punt safe. In other words, you leave your defense on the field, prepare for them to possibly go for it, and then you just have a little bit different responsibilities. You're not really trying to get a big return. You just want to make sure you get the ball back. But they fell asleep at the switch.
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's third of the game.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what.